What's up, guys? Welcome to Bavarian Enthusiast TV, soon to be called something else. When I started this channel, I was into BMWs, but sadly, no more. I am officially a Porsche addict, and as such, I need my channel to reflect that. Which brings me to the topic of the day, which is the very big repair bill I got for my 1995 Porsche 911 993 Coupe. I did a video recently showing an engine out repair of the car. I'm gonna put a card up here. What I did is I had my air-cooled mechanic do a little walk around of the engine while I was out of the 993, just to kind of give some of my viewers a chance to see what that looks like. So, go check that video out if you're interested. The car sat in there for maybe about 3 weeks as he started with a clutch job, and then as we went through the process, there were some other things that we wanted to do to the car while we were in there. So if you know anything about these vehicles, it's always a good idea to take care of some things when the engine's out of the car, because it's pretty expensive just to get it out. If you have any experience with repairs, repair bills on 993s or 911s in general, would love to hear about it in the comments. With all that being said, let me dig into this. So, I'm just gonna list everything off for you guys. I'll try to keep it a little bit brief if it gets tedious, but I'll take care of this, and then I'm gonna take you out to the car. We're gonna go for a drive, and I'm gonna tell you whether or not I thought this big, huge repair bill was worth it. Clutch kit from Porsche, layered exhaust gasket, upper valve cover gaskets, plastic nut, screw for rear heat shield, washer for rear heat shield, hex screw for exhaust heat shield, washer for exhaust heat shield, and cam lock clip for rear exhaust shield. Sounds pretty boring, all the exhaust shield stuff, but actually I'm kind of excited about that because it got rid of a lot of the rattles and the stuff in the back. It was missing hardware. Anyway, bunch of O-rings, drive belts, exhaust seal for airbox, lower valve cover gasket, cam retainer gasket, to remove the engine and replace the clutch. That's a separate line item, and I'll just share with you right there. That was $1,500. Reseal chain boxes, freight, replace drive belt for power steering pump, replace engine compartment insulation pad, replace clutch release arm bushings and seals for release arm shaft, replace rusted air injection check valve. Actually, that was pretty cool. It was in rough shape. Sublet alignment for lowered car. That did kind of suck. I'll just tell you, I know that he farmed that out and he charged me what he was charged, which was $450. Like, that sucked. He also tightened up my glove box. It was rattling, and he just kind of did that as a gimme, so he didn't charge me for that. All of that brought us to a grand total of, I'm not gonna tell you yet. You gotta stick around. Let's jump in the car. I'm gonna talk to you how I feel about what I got for the money, and then I'm gonna share with you the bill. So, let's go. Okay, welcome to the 993. So I spent a good deal of money on things about the car that you can't really see, right? So like an engine out service, a new clutch, you feel it and you have peace of mind around it, but it's not necessarily something you see. So two things I will say that I had him do while he had the car in, and yes, I know that some of you out there are gonna be like, why did you have him do that? You could have done that. I had him install my 3-spoke 996 steering wheel. I had bought that a little while back from a dude on the forums. This 3-spoke wheel right here is absolutely a mod that you should do to your 993. I love it. It just feels more substantial, and it's just a nice touch. The second thing I did is I had him put in a Rennline magnetized phone holder. I've seen other guys that have this. I love it. Is it overpriced? Definitely, for sure, but it's very, very handy. So 3-spoke wheel, a magnetic phone holder, two very cool mods I would highly recommend you to. I have put about 1,000 miles on this car since I got it back from him, since paying that really hefty bill. I took the car down to Amelia Island, Florida. That was the first time I had driven the car since having him do this work. I really didn't have a chance to shake it down before I struck out on the highway, and thankfully, looks like he put everything back together correctly. Car's been running stupendously. The biggest change that I've with the new clutch in is that the engagement point with the clutch is closer to the floor. So I didn't realize it, but you know, when I had the car prior to the new clutch, the engagement point was almost at the top of where the pedal travel was. So that was an indicator to the mechanic, to Charles, that the clutch was close to its end of life. And you know, I took him at his word, whatever. It had other weird symptoms going on, so I knew it was time for a new clutch. It allows me to shift more quickly. I get a little more aggressive with feeding a lot more throttle and then letting off the clutch quickly to give me faster launches. I have a lot of confidence there. Quite frankly, some of it's psychological because I know it's a brand new clutch, it can take it. So listen, definitely happy with the new clutch. I would say that it's a game changer, so I'm definitely very happy with that. Now, what I'm getting ready to share with you is going to be a little bit of I think it might be a little bit odd, but I feel like, maybe odd, maybe not. I feel like the engine is running a lot better. It just feels smoother. The responsiveness is better. But here's the truth of the matter. I think that, you know, spending this kind of money almost has like a psychological impact, right? So it's almost like you feel like since you've been in there and you put so much money into it, psychologically it's a better car. But look, the bottom line is this: the clutch shifts a lot better, the action is just a lot better, I can shift faster, I feel more confident in it. I like how the engine's running. It feels like it's running more smoothly, it's more responsive. And I think the most important thing is that I don't mind hammering on the engine now. When I bought the car, I felt good about the car. I had a pre-purchase inspection done. I was questioning the capabilities of the shop that did that. That's a different story. But you know how it is. Like, if you ever pick up a car and you haven't really had it gone through, you just kind of have question marks in your mind around whether or not it can take a good beating. So now, I know that it can. So listen, guys. I'm going to share with you now how much I spent getting this job done. This repair bill came to a grand total of right under $5,700, right? So I went into that thing feeling like I was going to spend $3,500. Charles brought me along for every decision as we went through the process, and you know, I definitely made the intentional decision on my part to add all that money in there, so it's not like I got a surprise bill. So $5,700. I love my 993 all that much more as a result of doing this work. It's a keeper, and so you know what? Bottom line is, it was definitely worth it. So that is my little story about dumping $5,700 into my 993. Look, if you like Porsche content, if you like car guy content, I really would like for you to subscribe to my channel. I am actively building this channel. I'd appreciate the support. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you next time. I'm out of here.